My name's Christopher Brown. I'm an insolvency practitioner based in Sheffield. And what I do is I help companies and individuals who are insolvent or in financial difficulty. And I do that by advising them what to do, but also by acting as a liquidator or administrator of the company. So a company becomes insolvent when you can't pay its debts as they fall due. So in simple terms, if it runs out of cash, it can't pay the wages, it can't pay bills, then it's got a serious problem. The directors of the company have a legal duty to act in the best interest of creditors when it becomes insolvent. And if they don't do that, then they risk becoming personally liable for the debts of the company. So if a director seeks the advice of an insolvency practitioner at that time, then not only do they limit their liability if things go wrong, they also hope to have a chance of saving the business if that's what we're trying to do, trying to save the business. So any company can become insolvent. Nobody's immune, no matter how big a company or how long the company has been going. Insolvency is the fact of business life. Where there's success, there's going to be failure. Where there's where there's a winner, there's going to be a loser. And the insolvency system is there to help pick up the pieces and deal with it in an orderly manner, so make sure everybody gets paid correctly and nobody pushes and gets too much. These companies are all from the retail sector, and the retail sector has had it tough in the last few years because of the internet and online shopping. All these companies have failed in the last few years. They've all gone into administration. And administration is a process by which somebody takes control of the company, try and deal with its affairs, hopefully to save the company. And if the company can't be saved, then to actually sell it off. Now, some of the companies were saved. Jessop's, for example, they closed down initially, but then they sold the brand. Somebody else came along, opened up some of the shops, and left them closed. HMV and Clinton Cards, when they went into administration, they continued to trade, but they quickly sold off, or they closed down the unprofitable shops, and they sold on the profitable ones. So the company itself died, but the business was sold on. And some like Connaught and Woolworths have been going for years, very established brands. They came to the end of their life. The world changed, and they didn't, and nobody wanted to buy them, so they've now disappeared. So any company can go into liquidation. Now, it's fair to say that insolvency practitioners have a reputation for being a grim reaper. And if you go to see an insolvency practitioner, then that's the end of the business. That we're nothing more than a corporate undertaker. Now, I would disagree entirely with that, because we do a lot more than that. Yes, we do put companies into liquidation, but that's usually when there's no alternative. We often say the best doctor in the world can't put life back into the drugs. It's the same with the company. The directors have left it too late, and the company's dead. It's dead. The best we can do in those circumstances is to give a decent burial, and that's the end of it. What we're trying to do is, as far as possible, is to save the business. Most of the companies we work with are owned by the directors and shareholders, the family businesses, who've got the whole life invested in that business. And if it goes, they lose everything. So we do our best to try and save the business. And we do that by looking at what's gone wrong, trying to work out what we can do to put it right, and if need be, we can then try and save the business. We can do it in two ways. We can either do a deal with the creditors, so eventually the company survives and the creditors take a hit, they may only get 10-20% of their money back. If that's not possible, then the business could be sold on to a new company, and the business itself will survive. And they're called phoenixes, so you may have heard the word. So effectively, out of the ashes of the old company comes a new company. Now, phoenixes can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your point of view. So if you're a director, a shareholder, or an employee, they're a good thing because the company survives, or the business survives, and you keep your job. But if you're a creditor who's owed some money, or a competitor, you probably look at them less favourably because the directors, shareholders have kept their business. They're there, so you're not so keen on them. So the prospects of saving the company increase the earlier that someone comes to us for advice. If they leave it too late, there's very little they can do. If they come earlier, they can do something. So the challenge that we have is to educate the business community that we're not the grim reaper, that we have the skill and expertise to help them with their businesses, and that the sooner they take advice, the more that we